So part 2. So then I'm thrown away. I already have like 8, 9 shame pebbles. I have like all this shame on me. I mean, just any being around anybody and them hearing my thoughts, it's like shame. I'm like, I don't even know what to do. And it's like weird. Like the moment I start talking to people, boom. But when I'm by myself, clear thoughts. So I'm like wanting to talk to my roommates, my girl Lexus, who's so gorgeous, talk to Buddha, who was my dad. And it's like the moment I do, the demons attack, and you could tell. They'll start doing their little stretch, or they'll start doing their pretend yawn. Or, I could read people like a book. Then it breaks my heart, and I'm uncomfortable. And, and then it's just uncomfortable. Then they start, like, not even caring if I die. That's the worst feeling. To have somebody that you loved wholeheartedly, had all these memories and experience with, like it happened with the compassionate Michael. And then he won't help you with your thoughts, but he'll judge you on every thought like it comes from your heart. And then he'll just fall out of love with you. And that's what happened with Michael. And it was the most painful thing. And I've seen it happen with Buddha and Lexus, where they genuinely gave a shit in the beginning. I saw it. God saw it through me. I was like, oh my God, they actually care. I thought this was just going to be another setup. But Lexus actually cared. Like Shamar actually cared. Buddha actually cared. They all actually cared. But after all those 3 rituals, like my mind is so gone that they are literally all like, okay, we're just so done. Like you're taking away our peace. Like we're just going to stare at the sky and have it done. And I saw Lexus do that and I was like, I understand. But I really do wish that you guys would help me. And I know I can't break the script and go downstairs and be like, well, this happened. They would just look at me like, have you been drinking? Are you okay? So it's like, I don't know how to let them like, and I know even if I told them and we broke the script, they'd be like, well, that's too bad. Like, there's no way I can't get help. I don't understand this game. When you're sick, you get no help. It makes no sense. Like, when you're so sick, fasting, praying, reading, and doing deliverances don't even do justice. It's like, how can I get better when I have the mark of the beast? Like, what are you guys not understanding about that? I didn't do this to my mind, so why am I getting reprimanded? That doesn't even make sense to me. At all. It's like somebody else doing the crime. I didn't do it, but then I get in trouble. I get put in a cage. I get these fines from court. I get in trouble. But I didn't do it. That's the same thing with the thoughts. I'm like, I didn't take my heart out of my head. I didn't put myself in rocks. I didn't gang stalk myself. I didn't do any of this. At all. Whatsoever. I didn't give myself the mark of the beast. Because I love God so much, all I wanted to do was get up to heaven and worship God. I didn't care if I was Mary Magdalene. I just wanted to be a regular, just angel. Just like the lowest of the lowest angel and just worship God. Because I've been in love with God and I will always love God. That's all I wanted. And I wanted to be up with my dad and mom, but just because nobody wanted to shield my thoughts. Like I did, and then everyone's like, no. Just imagine just being the girl where Satan's crew are just so determined to take you to hell. And you just like, just leave me alone. And it's all because of my stupid heart. And who God made me have to be. So it's like 60,000 times harder and I have nobody. I just have a fucking dog who's sometimes Jezebel, sometimes fucking Jonah, and sometimes me, depending on the day. And all I want to do is go back to heaven with my dad and be on the farm. Like I always fucking wanted to be. With my dog and the music production studio and everyone's just like attacking me and everyone just judging me on my thoughts. I'm like, just leave me alone. And I know in my heart when I die with my whole heart. I never gave up. I've prayed probably 1,000,000 prayers. I've read the Bible probably fucking 8,000 hours. I joined a church. I gave to the homeless. I gave all my money. I denied houses. I denied millions. I don't know what else to do. And all I want to do, and what I thought is God is grace, right? Believe and you shall be saved. I'm just looking to these scriptures. Believe and you shall be saved. If you forgive others, you will be forgiven. I'm just like, what is this? None of this true. Because I've forgiven. Look at my heart. I have no unforgiveness towards anybody. I believe and I would die for God in a second. I believe he is real. I believe Jesus Christ is God, King of Kings, Lord of Lords, Messiah, the living waters, the counselor, the great commander, the father of all, the dad of all living, the God Almighty. I would get locked up in a psych ward again and again for him. Go through shame for him. And it's like I went through all this shame and all this pain for nothing. Just for a fucking Johnny Depp to get a car. You gotta be kidding. And what sucks, and I think the most painful thing is I didn't even get a chance to get out of hell because of Aaron, and mostly because nobody at all wanted to shield my thoughts. I didn't even get a just try. And it's like all I wanted to do was just get to heaven with my dad and do music production and go on the farm and have our heaven. I don't care about a damn mansion sparkling of diamonds. That was my diamond. Him sitting there next to the computer with one beer slowly drinking it and us listening to Jack Johnson and Colby Colette, and I'm jealous. I'm overzealous. When I get high, I get real high. When I get down, I get real down. I'm angry, baby, believe me. And all this music just rings in my ear, and I'm like, oh, I have so much regret. That was my heaven, and I messed it all up. So I've been trying. But no, I had to be Mary Magdalene, so I was like, no, we need to get you to house so we can replace you with Jezebel. Do you know what that feels like? That my eternity has to be sacrificed and my happiness of ever getting back to heaven has to be sacrificed for fucking Jezebel? When anybody else, if you're human, I guarantee he'll forgive you. You'll have your thoughts shielded. You won't die painfully. You won't have the whole world watching your every fucking move and saying putting shit on fucking media. You won't have all of Satan's army just continually attacking you and trying to take you to hell. And every time an angel comes, here comes a demon to put on gloves or something. Or be like, no, you shouldn't help her. She did this. And then no matter what you do, no matter how nice you are, no matter what you do, they hear one thought and they say no. And you're just like, you just get to the point where you're just like, I just want to die. I lost everything anyways. I lost my way out of hell, out of heaven, out of hell. I lost my mom. I lost everything I loved just because I had a heart and loved God. That was it. There is other Mary Magdalenes in this world. It just so happens I was the one who went through the most pain and the most awake, have the most faith, and have the most grace. That is the only reason I'm the main Mary Magdalene. But it amounted to nothing. It just amounted to me being attacked the most. And to see my dad as Michael just so disappointed at the end. And he was out of love with me. To see just love just like trickle to nothing. Based on thoughts that I told him for 3 years. And then for everyone to hear my thoughts. For everybody to just vote no. And I just see the door closing more and more and more and more and more and more and more. And I just see heaven just disappearing. And God is just like, no. I'm like, dude, what the hell did I do? Like, you're just using me? So you can get rid of me? I wasn't even supposed to be with Buddha, dude. Why do I have to die? For him to be happy. He could move on and marry somebody else. Same with Michael. I just want to get back to my dad and my mom in heaven. I don't hurt anybody. My thoughts are a mess. Yes, can I go to spiritual court and explain why? Does that matter? Because I remember having a vision and the 3 angels be like, why would she say that? Why would she think that? That all of them, like, it was like a little dating freaking, I don't even know. But one guy after the next, and then they would hear my thoughts and just clap their hands twice. One after the other. I lost the real Michael. I lost my real dad. I lost a couple others. And then my husband was like, you just got started with this game. I'm divorcing you. I get in trouble. I'm like, where the fuck have you been? You're the one who gave me the mark of the beast. You're the one who left my thoughts open. You're the one who let everyone gang stalk me. You're the one who didn't give me back my heart, my arm, my hedge. And this is my problem? You're blaming me? Good excuse. I'm divorcing you. If everybody just be watching your downfall and loving it. And watching it like a TV show. Oh, thank God. Thank God she didn't get saved. Oh, good job, demons in her head. Good job. And then you'll just see them going, yay! She's almost gone. There's no worse feeling. There's none. where you're like, I just want to get back to heaven with my mom and dad. I would literally live on a haystack for the rest of my life. What do I need to do? What have I done to deserve this? How could you have grace for Jezebel but not me? How? My thoughts? But she does adrenochrome and thinks about it. But she's good. Favoritism. Partiality. 1,000,000,000,000 gazillion %. And Aaron and Barry, Ed Sheeran didn't give a shit. The moment I left Michael, he draws a picture and says, I'm Jezebel. Honey, please say that a little louder. Good. So that means I should be out of hell. You did state it out loud, correct? I am Jezebel. So I should be out of hell. I should be having an amazing life like you give her. The amount of accumulation and pain based on thoughts I could not control is ridiculous. Whips, spiders, razor blades, you name it. You name it. It is a party of pain down there. And whoever my husband is approved it all. Didn't even care. Just cared about being cool with Michael. Didn't want the witches to be mad at him. It threw me under the bus. I'm literally up to my eyes in hell. How is that even just? Like, I don't even quite understand. Just because Michael wanted it? You with those sad eyes. Yeah, I get it. Just because he wanted it? But I didn't deserve it. But you used my thoughts to be like, no, she deserves it. I don't even understand. I don't even understand. I don't. If I was being evil, okay. Understood. I being evil. That's why my thoughts are evil. Okay. But I'm attacked by evil. I just so badly want to be a spiritual judge. I would be such a righteous judge. I'd be like, I've heard your case, Cherie. You're right. You just got deceived. I see the motives of your heart. I understand why your mind is a mess. I see you've done the work. I see nobody has helped you. I see that accumulation of pain determined by your thoughts that you cannot control. I see you just want to have a house with 2 cats, two children, and an actual regular human. I see that you want your privacy back. The pain is really hurting you. You're to the point where you just want them to shoot you. You just want to enjoy, like, not a fucking headache for 3 years. I see this was done by, Barry, Ed Sheeran, and Aaron. They just cared. I see their heart about being cool. With Michael, they already saw throughout time and had this planned by age 10. Interesting. I see you're missing your dad wholeheartedly, and all you've been trying to do is get back up to heaven. I see. I've seen, let's see, how did you lose every vote? Oh, your thoughts. Oh, poor baby. Okay, all right. Let's do recess really fast. You guys think about what I just said. If you're going to persecute this young woman, you're literally sick. Look at all the work she did. Order the court. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Nah. Go deliberate. But sadly, I'm not a judge. The judges are your thought. Go to hell. Your thought. Go to hell. Your thought. Go to hell. Your thought. Demons torture her. Your thought. Demons torture her down there. Your thought. Demons torture up here. You had a thought. More pain down there. You had a thought. Torture her mind. You had a thought. Torture her body. You had a thought. More hotter. You had a thought. Now colder. You had a thought. You gotta be kidding. You literally got to be joking. Don't get me wrong. Before I met Michael, my mind was so clear because I had my heart that I worked for, that he stole. I had my armor and hedge that I worked for, that he stole. I had my Holy Spirit that I worked for, that had to leave me. I had no mark of the beast. I wasn't gang stalked like this. My mind was clean. Back then, okay, judge my thoughts all day and think they're my heart. Go ahead. Please do. Now, you're going to judge it after everything I've been through? And then not even be a judge and be like, well, she's been through this, she's been through that. I see the motives of her heart. It's not about money. She does want money to give away, but she's not like wanting to go get a Louis Vuitton. It makes her happy to give. She's always been like that since she was little. We see that she denied 2 cars, 2 houses, $100,000 worth in guitars. All she really wanted was her dad's binder of lyrics. That's so cute. She's been homeless this long. Okay. I would look at the motives of her heart. The motives of her heart. I could understand if my motives were manipulation or money or I don't know, just evil. But they're not. I would know. I am me. I would be homeless with not even $1 in my pocket if I had a man who loved me and cared for me. 100%. We'd be sleeping at shelters every day. And I'm so wise with how to get by being homeless that we would have a fucking apartment paid for. Guaranteed. For free. Guaranteed. We would go to the food bank. We would never have to have money again. Guaranteed. But as long as we had each other, that's all that would matter. In my book, I would choose love over money in a second. And I thought that's what me and Michael had. But apparently, he wants his car at $130 million. I would never choose money over love. Nor have I ever chose it over love. Money doesn't wipe your tears. Money won't listen to you. Money doesn't know your different kinds of eyes. Money, it doesn't bring... I've made like $3,600 a month working a double at a restaurant with like $100 to $200 a night in tips. Nothing changed. It was easier. Like, cool, I could pay a full tank of gas, but I was still empty. I was still depressed. And I was still anxious. I wasn't any happier. Money isn't happiness. I've been rich, what I consider rich. I've been poor. I've been super poor. I've been in the middle. And the happiest times I was when I was in love with my dad. When I was in love with my ex. When I was in love. When I was in love. That's what life is about. It shouldn't be about your thoughts. It should be, how do you treat people? That's how I would determine as mother of all. I don't give a shit about your thoughts. You could have the most evil thoughts, but how are your actions? How are you treating your brothers and sisters? You better not be doing magic to them. I don't want you giving them gifts as covenants and curses. How are you treating them? Do you listen to them? Do you give to them when they're in need? Do you care? Do you care? If you're out there hurting brothers and sisters, best believe I will reprimand the living shit out of you. So you can learn not to do that. Not this judgment. Okay, well, you have good actions and words and you're giving them food and money and you're listening to them and you're being genuine and you're not hurting them. But you had a thought. Jeez, gosh darn it. You gotta go. What the hell? I can't be the only one that thinks this is so fucked up. But you know what's the worst? Is to be so awake with the Issachar anointing. And you know, every single place you live or every little social interaction, there's no humans here. It's just angels mixed with demons. Are going to hear your thoughts. And then to have your mind so messed up that you can't even control it. And then you know that was like a very big vote. And you just like do everything and you can't control your thoughts. And then you lose that vote. It's like losing like a key out of jail. And they're like dangling it in front of your face and you're just like trying to get it. You're trying to get it. And then they just leave. And you're like, no, please, no, please, no. Please, please look at my words. Look at my actions. Please understand what happened to my thoughts. Please. And they just walk away further and further and further and further. Further and further and further. Until you don't even hear any footsteps. And this has happened for 3 years. Imagine that. It's a great analogy because that's exactly what it is. You're locked in this damn ass jail cell of shame and pain and grief and heartbreak and fear and just closer and closer to death. Then everywhere you live, like with Shamar, Lexus, and Buddha, you're like, oh my God, you guys are 3 big top angels. OMG. And they're just like dangling the keys. Dangling the keys. Okay, we'll give you chance after chance. Dangling the key. Dangling the key. And you're like, yes, yes, and you can't reach it. It's like just far enough where you're like, you could kind of touch it. You're like, oh my God. And then a demon pops in and they back away. And you're like, are you joking? You're joking. But I'm a good person. I don't even belong to be in jail. No, you can't break the script. We don't want to hear it. We see you're in jail. But I didn't do the crime. We hear your thoughts. Please. I don't hurt anybody. I just been attacked with evil. Please. I don't care if you don't want to marry me. Nobody said you have to. I just want to be happy. I just want to be a little angel that praises God all day. Is that too much to ask? I need help with my thoughts. No, we don't do that here in this jail. There's a Bible. I read all day. I fast all day. I pray all day. I don't know what else to do. Please help me. Please. And they're silent. And then you just try to control your thoughts. It's almost like when you have big votes like Shamar, Lexus, and Buddha, your thoughts, the demons won't let you. At all. And you just get sicker and sicker. And you just see them back away. Further and further and further away. And then they get to the point where they all come together. They're just like, ha ha, my ass hurts. Oh, that's hot. Where they get to a point where they're just like, I don't even care. She's taking away her peace. She's not worth it. To see them like really genuinely care and get that close to the cage and they care. And then to see that the demons in your head just push them away. And then they get to the point where they're like, just let her rot in there. And you understand all the discernment. And then all you can do is sit in your freaking little cage and cry. And pray that you could die. Because you know that you know that you know, no matter what angels God sends, it's always going to be the same thing. So I got to the point where I'm like, I'm just going to lay down. Oh, are you at my cage again, dangling the key? Just do it. I'm not even going to try to reach for it. And I'm at that point. I'm like, I already know it's going to be done. In the beginning, I was like, doing everything I could to get that key. And no matter how you're like, no, I didn't shoot that person. This happened. Please look at my record. I don't belong in this jail. They'll be like, well, I just heard you have a thought that you did shoot that person. No. That's not me. Those are demons. That's weaponized technology. That's magic. That's not me. I have the mark of the beast. I'm sorry. Have you been drinking? Okay. Oh, my God. I've gotten to a point where I'm like, just do it. I have the key here. That's great. I'm tired of this. Just hear a couple of thoughts. I'm not even going to waste my strength trying to reach for it. Just hear thoughts and please walk away and go enjoy your day. I appreciate it. And then the one who got me in this position, Aaron, could give a living shit. He's like, cool. Did I finish the covenant I made with Michael? The Mexican's like, oh, gosh. You're embarrassing to me. The African's like, at least it'll be water and milk. The Irish is like, suicide. I'm like, this is just lovely. This is lovely. This is lovely. This is absolutely lovely. So I'm going to just curl up in a ball here and hope to die. Don't waste your time jingling keys. I'll never reach it. And go enjoy your day. I'll stay out of yours. I don't want you guys to cry. I don't want you to waste your time and energy. The demons will ruin it. I love you with all my heart and soul. You would try to help me. Believe me. But don't waste your time. Because I'm not going to waste mine. It's just going to break my heart again. Because I know me, I'll try with my whole heart. And the dreams are too much and they'll ruin it. And then I'll cry. Then my heart will break. And I'm tired. This has been happening for the past 3.5 years. Well, Michael just laughs. So, please no more pain. Please no more charges. Please don't put me in a freaking isolation cell or take away my freaking lunch. In fact, I got to the point I'm like, I don't care what you do. Did I have really bad thoughts? What else do you want to do? Do you want to whip me while I'm in the cage? What else do you want to do? Do you want to up the technology? Do you want to cut off my legs? Do you want to give me a stroke? Do you want to do medical bills? I know all the other shit you want. Just do it. I don't care. I don't. Then I get to see out the window. The ones who did this to me just kind of poke and laugh. And be like, to their buddies, see, I told you she deserved to be in a cage. She's so evil. Like, this is great. I'm just asking God, how much longer are you going to cage me up here? To just have me as a clown that they make fun of? The queen herself? Not like I haven't been in towers all my life with the dragon. How much longer? How much longer? Are you done just letting them torture me? Or a little bit longer? What else to say I want to do? I know we always wanted medical bills. I know my dad always wanted a stroke. I know Michael wants me to have my legs cut off. I know what's her name wants me to have pancreatitis. I know Heath wants me to have diabetes. I know my grandma wants me to be deaf in one ear. I know a lot of other things. Do you want me to give you the list? I know Buddha wants to take me to jail, most likely a car accident, which isn't going to happen because I'm not going to drive the car. I know the list. I act very dumb for a reason, because I don't want to be a threat to anybody. Just because I don't think it doesn't mean I don't pay attention to everything, to a heightened understanding and sensitivity that you could never even comprehend. You know what's the suckiest part is to be in love with a guy and just know he knew all. He was sent by Marcos. He knew about Denny's. He knew everything he was going to do. And you fell in love with him and you made up every excuse in the book to be like, okay, we'll just let him be angry. Okay, we'll let him isolate us. All right, we'll let him control us. Okay, we'll let him bring us down. And then sometimes you absolutely loved him because he wasn't like that. And then other times he drove you absolutely crazy, just wanting to control you. Being like, I have Princess Peach. I have Mary. Boy, you were never supposed to be with Mary and Madeline in the beginning. Alexis was. And you see, like my dad as the Rock, Dwayne Johnson. You know I was putting rocks. Dwayne, Darkwing, Johnson, John from the Bible. Nice ad with John. Nice ad. Always about John. I don't know if I'm pretty positive you're talking about John Michael, my cousin, who was part of Michael, correct? That's great. He hated me since I was 10 years old. Talking about the hanging of the dog. Since I was 10 years old. My dog came back and it hung itself with his toy. Can you have more of a valid pretend story, please? I appreciate that. To have a man that's like so opposite of my dad. My dad was calm, put together, hardworking, would take me out on dates. Let's go look at eagles. Let's go drink one beer. Let's go to the park and play frisbee. To a guy that all he does is just get angry and drink all day. has been a nightmare. I'm like, what have I done? And then to have him as my dad a bit, where he would play Jewel and he would just sit there and drink his liquor. But he was so mad at me that I didn't take that house. He was so mad. He was in Portland. He was so mad about the couple things I did in my life, especially everything in the gun thing. So mad that he was just out for vengeance. He loves me. But he already knew everything I was going to do. So that's why I'd always mention Denny's and Pana's. And I was supposed to be with my dad. So to kind of see how I almost basically threw away everything for this guy, who was part of my dad. But me and my dad got along so much better because he had a different upbringing. And to go meet Michael and have him destroy me, and sent by Marcos Rosabanco for me to be with Tupac to destroy me, to take me away from my dad, which has always been their point. How sick is that? Like Marcos takes my dad Steve out at Thanksgiving. I don't see him for 16 years. He has me move in with him. I'm already a mess, and of course Marcos won't tell him shit. Just your daughter, she's in hell. When he orchestrated it. He already took a picture of Mama's butt, waved goodbye like 2 years previously, let me get gang stalked by everybody's allowing technology, didn't give me back anything Michael took, gave me the mark of the beast the Mexican did, and he thinks I'm going to succeed while keeping my thoughts open? Of course not. He just needs to vote. So then I have to hurt in my heart, so he could get that vote. Then I see him at the psych ward with his book behind his back. She has a heart, but everyone's attacking her, pretending it's his birthday when it's mine. He's pretty deep and psychological with it, I tell you the truth. Just his goal was just to separate me from my dad, bro. That was it. It's messed up. Mr. Will Smith, right? It's messed up, bro. It really is. It's not love. It isn't. It isn't love. He put me like little Antichrist, let him do a suicide. Then he'd make me marry Tupac, is going to destroy me. Then he'd take my dad away on Thanksgiving. That's so messed up. That's just so messed up. You wait until David does a hot tub. That's so messed up. Your timing is messed up. Your motives are messed up. What you did was messed up, putting the box in front of my door. All of it was beyond messed up. Yeah, I should have took that house. Yeah, I should have never met Michael. But thank you for all those pretend miracles. Like Michael's like, and I was like, yeah, when you gave me orgasm, and he mumbles, yeah, that's how I got you to me. So it was all part of the plan. It was very well orchestrated to just destroy me. And I was stupid enough to stay that long. I should have left the moment he said he gave me an STD at the hotel. But I thought he was joking. And the whole time I just kept in contact with my dad, missing him every step of the way. Michael driving me absolutely insane. Just a drunk, angry boy. Sometimes calm, but usually just drunk and angry. And me being like, Dad, is your house ready? No, not yet. I'm like, dude, get me out of here. So to have my dad come back as Steve, such a strong, graceful, amazing, incredible dad, was the best dad I could ever ask for. Look at me with such disgust, put his hands on his hip and just shake his head. That was the most painful thing I ever experienced. And wanting to scream like, Dad, you don't even know what's happened to me. And knowing if you told him, he still would look at you with that smile like, Cherie, I'm going to torture the living shit out of you. And that's the smile he gave me. He was petting Mom and he looks at me from the corner of his eye with a big smile and he's like shaking his head, listening to my thoughts. And you could just tell he was so pissed. He has that smile. It was hard. It was really hard. And for him to like bring the cold coffee and the candle and then just wash his hands clean and just whistle. Like all of our memories and all of our love was just nothing anymore. He disassembled me as a bike. He put my sock on the table. He put the 2 little alarms on the doors on the table, like I don't hear you, daughter. He put the little torture mechanism on the table, and it was done. And he goes, sits on the couch and pets Mama and looks at me with that smile like, you bitch. I came here with grace, and I'm like, you don't think I know. I've been fasting, praying, and reading, Dad. You have no idea what they've done to me. You have no idea the hell I've been through. You want to blame somebody? Blame that fucking little leprechaun. How about the one that's part of you, the Mexican, who approved it? Marcos? He hasn't helped me at all. This is all part of his plan. Do you not see? Took you on Thanksgiving, set up the suicide, put the rocks at the door, made me marry Tupac. Are you getting it now? Then abandoned me, went to go have sex with a bunch of witches. I wasn't even supposed to be with him either. Mr. Commander Ashtar. It's all about that bass. He'd always call himself the bass. Well, my dad's a guitar. And what's a bass compared to a guitar? You could play a guitar without the bass. %100. My dad actually didn't have Joel Hansen as his bass player for a while. And he just rocked it with just his voice and his guitar. And I loved it when he was Michael and he would pull out his little spiritual guitar. Best moments of my life when he was my dad. And I don't know how to get him back. That was Michael I was in love with. I loved him. And I don't know how to get him back, and I didn't know how to convince him, help me. You're going to lose your daughter. You're going to lose your wife. He'd always put on his hat. Okay, I'm your dad now. And it was the most sexy, most beautiful thing. And now it's not the Michael anymore, it's Sandra Bullock. And if you're listening, Michael, can you put that spirit back? So your daughter could go see her dad one more time. I have risked so much pain, and every time I've gone back, it's never been you. Please, give me a sign in a dream, in anything, that if I go back to Michael's, you're going to promise me you're not going to judge my thoughts. You're just going to hold me and we're going to cry. And you're going to put on your cute little do-rag to freaking your daddy hat, and you're going to love me. And we're just going to cry together and just reminisce on all the memories we had. When you were my dad, when you were Michael, and how Lilith and Jezebel interfered, how Johnny Depp ruined your daughter, how Sandra Bullock ruined your daughter, and how much I miss you. About 5 of Michael's spirits are gorgeous. 2 of them, Sandra Bullock, Johnny Depp, I can't stand. I can't stand Lilith. I can't stand the angry drunk who just beats me up. I can't, and I never will be able to. And those 2 are the ones who I usually deal with. And it drives me crazy. The control and the jealousy is outrageous. The psychological abuse is to an nth degree that I do not want to deal with. I don't know how to get you back, Dad. I want you to get your spiritual guitar and just play. I don't give a shit about the one who cares about soccer. Where are you, Daddy? You literally let go of your daughter? I would never have let go of you. I don't care what the hell you did to me or what you said. Didn't I prove it enough? You've been torturing your own daughter with scalar energy 3+ years. You gave me the mark of the beast, but how many times did I go back to you? At least 100, right? To make it work. I never gave up on you. When any other woman in their right mind would have left the state and never talked to you again. I loved you. That's why I kept going back. But for you to do this to somebody you love, you have no idea what the scalar feels like. It hurts so bad. But you don't even care. You could have had me die anyway. A blood clot, a heart attack. But to let me be in so much pain What's wrong with your heart? Because mine has pure grace. I would not, no matter what somebody did to me, I could not see myself hurting them. To just go, ha ha ha. I'd have too much of a conscience. I wouldn't be able to sleep at night knowing I'm hurting somebody that I love. So that lets me know you don't love me. What happened to it? Oh, the mark of the beast I told you to rebuke. I told you it was going to get to this point. Even when I stood in your apartment for a month at a time, I lost probably about 500 votes by every YouTube video you played. And you know that. There was no winning. So you lost a woman who absolutely adores you and loves you. And I've begged you to turn off technology. I've begged you. I've pleaded. Rebuke the mark of the beast. I'm like, you want money? There's 6 million. Have it. I don't give a shit. Can you pick up your spiritual guitar? Can we enjoy? Can we get out of that apartment? Can we get a house? Can we get cats? And can we chill? It's up to you.